Hello, friends. I am Peter. Let me tell you how I experienced this situation. I am the head of the office of a cosmetic company. I have a height of 1.83 meters, and six-pack abs is my advantage. So I just need to brush my hair to style my undercut. The girls seem to be captivated by me. Handsome recognition was interesting, and certainly as handsome as me, I also needed a woman beside me. My girlfriend's name is Andel, a very beautiful and sexy girl. However, Andel is a pitiful girl. Her parents divorced when Andel was only 8 years old. Andel followed her to the city, and Andel's twin sister followed his father, and they have lost contact and have not been able to connect with each other ever since. We worked together in the same company and have been dating for 3 months. We loved each other passionately, for each other on dates, sweet kisses, and phone calls of interest. People often called us a talented love couple. Then one day, our company organized an outdoor picnic, and we wanted to find a peaceful place to go away from the noisy city. The chosen location is on a suitable hill to relax after a stressful working time. We were very excited, and we put up a lot of very good ideas about this party. The day of the picnic came. We started to depart at 6 a.m., and we arrived at the venue at 10 a.m. Our imagination here was a perfect picture. Standing on the hill, I could see everything, like trees, birds, and even clouds floating in the blue sky. Without wasting the beautiful natural scenery in this place, I called Andel to take commemorative photos. In 3 months of being in love, this was the first time we traveled together. After that was a small party we held at noon. We took all our food from home because this hill is a remote area. There were no restaurants and very few people live here. We would light a bonfire and sleep on a hill in the evening. Feel like this was an adventure of heroes. Wow, interesting. I and another friend were sent to look for dry firewood, and my crooked situation comes from here. Oh no! It must be a fateful night that the Lord has established. That time, while taking the dried branches, I slipped and rolled down a deep slope, and I fainted. Fortunately, I was saved by a woodcutter. When I woke up, the first image I saw was a girl with a strong personality. Her name is Linda. When I first saw Linda, I felt very familiar, like a loved one from my previous life, sent by God to save me. Linda took good care of me, and especially made her delicious porridge. When she helped me out, the surroundings were strange. There are not many high-rise buildings in the city without cars here, nor are there many people living here. Around me now are trees and high mountains. My head hurts. I was suddenly panicked. Who am I? Where is this place? It seemed that all my past memories are gone. I couldn't remember past things. The Linda family said that I would stay with me until I regained my memory. I was very grateful to her family. We wake up early every day and went to the forest to pick up medicinal plants together. While I knew Linda and I were close, I gradually had a special affection for her. We can say we live together as husband and wife. We go to the forest together, cook rice together, have fun together, and are indispensable together. I feel very happy about living here. One day, Linda gave me a family photo and told me about her family. It turns out she still has a twin sister, but each one, in one place, they can't find each other. When I heard this, I felt a headache and felt dizzy. The image of a strange girl with a face similar to Linda appeared in my mind. The memory of the past began to return to my memory. I am the head of a cosmetics company office, and Andel is my girlfriend. I was shocked and happy, as if I had just died and risen again. But unbelievable! Linda is Andel's twin sister. What was going on with me? I was in love with 2 sisters at the same time. What should I do? Should I tell the whole truth to Linda? That I remembered all the previous things and was dating her older sister? That night, I thought for a long time. I loved Andel. I loved both Linda too. But now I realized that the love between me and Andel is only affectionate between colleagues who have been together for so long. So we have little affection. And Linda gave me the feeling of a small, warm family. I really needed her and loved her. She was the other half of my heart. But how did I handle this mess? Should I go back to the city? How do I explain it to Andel? Or do I break up with her and leave everything to be with Linda? Doing so is a pity for Andel and my relatives and colleagues to worry about and have to search for me. Very hard and difficult. Early the next morning, I sneaked back to the city, leaving only goodbye to Linda. Will I have to challenge myself to know if I need Andel or Linda? When I arrived at the company, people suddenly hugged me. Andel hugged me tight and cried on my shoulder. Meeting Andel, instead of feeling nostalgic and remembering when I hugged her, I felt sorry for her. I told everyone about the accident, except tell them about my relationship with Linda. That night I lost sleep and could not sleep. I could hardly make the right decision for this trio relationship. Andel and Linda always appeared before my eyes. Oh, choose left or right here. I really didn't know whom to choose. But then I had to decide for myself. I would follow the call of my heart, Linda, because if I was with Andel, I would only make her more miserable because my heart was not directed at her. After work, I went to see Andel at a coffee shop. I told Andel that I met her sister, Linda, and that we have feelings for each other. When I said this, I saw Andel shed tears. Despite hearing her sister's news, Andel was still unhappy. That's right, I was a bad guy. I was someone who doesn't treat the girl I love badly, but I had to do so because I didn't want to hurt someone as good as Andel. She was the one who understood the story, hoping she would forgive me. Andel wiped away her tears and told me to follow the call of my heart. After this talk, treat each other like two colleagues. Before she left, Andel smiled and said she wanted me to take Linda to the city so her family could meet again. Though embarrassed at the moment, I felt relieved. The next day, I went back to Linda's house and hugged her tightly. Sorry, Linda, for leaving, but I didn't say goodbye to her. I met Linda's father and told him I remembered everything and wanted to take two people to the city to meet one. Dad and Linda agreed that I would immediately arrange for the Linda family to meet after all these years of separation. They hugged and cried. I looked touched and could not help but cry myself. Since then, Dad and Linda moved to the city, and I became a member of the Linda family. I and Linda live happily together, and we'll get married next month. And Andel, a colleague, a sister whom I greatly appreciate, and she found the man of her life. Looking at her happy, I feel very happy. My story is over. Do you agree with my selection? I am very curious about your answer. Leave me a comment. I'll read it.